Welcome back to Auto Profit Daily, and now we're going to move away from talking about paid traffic and we're going to talk about free traffic. I've got three strategies you can use to get people onto your list completely for free. And the first one is going to be using Instagram. So why should you use Instagram, right? So Facebook and Twitter are kind of two of the most common ones that you'll hear about for kind of getting free leads and free traffic. They're not the way that you should be doing this. Twitter in particular, you should not be using to try and get people onto a list or even really using it all. Twitter is becoming a graveyard, to be quite honest, especially for internet marketers. And Facebook actually sucks, all right? For free advertising, you should not be using Facebook. The reason is the Facebook algorithm, which is what puts the content onto your news feed as an actual user, is favoring paid content much, much more. So boosting posts, even if you already have people who like your page, you actually need to get your posts boosted to kind of get it in front of people. So that's becoming the new norm, and Facebook is moving much more closer to really, really favoring paid content. So for getting people onto your list for free, you don't want to use Facebook, you want to use Instagram. Instagram actually will do something for free. It's actually going to boost your stuff for free using the Explore tab. Now, if you already have Instagram or if you don't, if you go and download it, which I recommend that you do, there's a little magnifying glass in the bottom corner, the little icon. That's called the Explore tab. And what the Explore tab does is finds content related to what you already like from people that you do not follow. So it will never show you something from someone that you follow in the Explore tab. It's only going to show you things from people that you don't follow. And that's amazing because if you like a bunch of posts related to weight loss and I have a weight loss account, Instagram will see that I'm getting a lot of engagement on my posts. It's actually going to show you my content to try and get you to like my page. So it does that completely for free. And the other thing is Facebook has got really high engagement. It's an average of about 10 times higher than Facebook posts. So to show you what I mean, I've got a sample here for you. So this is a post that Coca-Cola made on their Facebook followers page. They've got 105 million followers. They then posted the exact same image at the exact same time on the exact same day on Instagram, where they have 2 million followers. So less than 2% of their followers from Facebook follow them on Instagram. And here's the crazy thing. When they posted that image on Facebook, they got 3,751 likes and they got 79 comments. The exact time that they posted that on Instagram, they got 35,000 likes and they got 376 comments. So that is a pretty mind-blowing difference in engagement. Instagram users are really, really engaged. They like things like crazy. So what we're going to do is take a look at a little case study here. So I'm going to show you an account right now that got 15,000 followers in less than 90 days, and that keeps going up every single day. They get an average of 900 likes on average per post. They've never boosted any posts. They've never paid for any advertising. This is all completely organic. On average, they get about 1 to 10 subscribers onto their mailing list every single day. And because they're not paying anything, they're doing that for free. And these subscribers are extremely, extremely high quality. They are opening emails, clicking links, everything like that. And they're doing all this for about 45 minutes of work per day. Now, I'm going to go into Instagram. I'm going to show you the account right now, but full disclosure, this is not my account. Okay, this is not my Instagram account. I'm not going to say whose account this is, but take it based on this. These are all just facts. You can actually go and look. They've got that many followers, and that's the average amount of likes and stuff. But this is not my account, guys. I'm actually a big fan of paid advertising, but I know that a lot of you want to see some free stuff. So let's jump into Instagram, and I'll show you exactly what these guys are doing and how they're doing it. Let's break the whole thing down. Okay, so here we are on Instagram, and there's a couple things I need to let you know right away. If you don't use Instagram at all, you've got to keep in mind that this is 99% of their usership is on the mobile app. So although you can access it through a desktop, almost all of their traffic comes from mobile. So that's why it doesn't look quite so impressive on desktop. This is all about mobile usage. The other thing to note here is that all the content I'm going to show you here, you can go and look at this account and follow it. As of right now, it's September 23rd, 2017. You can go and see how many followers this account has actually gone and gained. And just to show you right here, their very first post that they made, if I scroll all the way down to the bottom here, this was on, oh sorry, no, that was just a placeholder. July 4th, that's when they made their first content post, July 4th right here. And you can actually see on their very first day, they got 136 likes. Which is pretty crazy. On the very first time they got their very first like. So what is the content on here? What's actually happening on this account? So a couple things to point out. The first thing is you're going to notice that they have a very consistent style. Okay, this is something that you're going to want to do if you are using Instagram. You'll see that every single post that they make has an image background. It has this kind of quote or motivational text over it, and you'll see that the font is always exactly the same. They always have their username underneath in a different font, and they have a very consistent style throughout. Every time they post a picture, they basically have the same filter on every picture. I believe this is called a Mayfair filter. And it's very consistent. Anyone can see that this is just very, very consistent the whole way through. These quotes, honestly, you can just go onto Google, type in motivational quotes, and you'll find thousands and thousands and thousands. And all they're doing is just grabbing an image, putting the quote over it, and putting on their username. And that's it. I mean, we're talking about 15 minutes of work here maximum for one post. And realistically, this is, I mean, I could put this together in about 5 minutes. So really, really simple content that they're putting together, but they get on average 900 likes per post. Some are more, some are less, obviously, but on average, it's about 900 likes. So that's where they're at now. They've been going for about 81 days posting content, and this is how they grow their list, right? So each of their posts here doesn't have an opt-in form here, right? This is just they make a post, they say follow us today, and then they have all their people commenting, right? Saying that they're motivated by this and blah, blah, blah. This is how they grow their list. So on the actual Instagram page here, in their bio, you can see they have this bit.ly link here. If you click on that, it opens up this landing page. Very simple landing page, which we've already talked about, keeping it simple. They've got a video here, which is just a stock video of guys in supercars. Well, Rolls-Royce is not a supercar, but anyway, guys in expensive cars and private jets and stuff like that. And it's just a stock video. It doesn't say that this is them. It's just a stock video to kind of get you hyped up. You put in your email address and boom, you're on the list. Right? So very, very simple. They're not telling people on every post, hey, go and register to, see more content or blah, blah, blah. They're just organically posting content. People will come onto the page here. They'll go onto their link here, and then they'll subscribe into their list, and they're going to start getting content. So that's how they grow their list. It's just about being regular and posting content on Instagram. But there's a couple things here to kind of take away, and I'm going to go through a blueprint in a slideshow in a second here. But let's go right down here to their first posts. So this first post here came on July 4th. Got 136 likes, and the first thing to notice here is all these hashtags, right? Hashtag Empire Growth, that's not going to have much traffic because that's their own brand. Hashtag Luxury, Millionaire, Millionaire Mindset, Success, Work Hard, Play Hard. You want to have a lot of hashtags when you're getting started, because anytime someone searches for inspiration, if they do hashtag inspiration in Instagram, they're looking for stuff, they're going to see this picture, right? Someone searches for quote of the day, they're going to see this picture. So that's how they're getting all these likes, right? People are actually go on and they search for hashtag billionaire, hashtag ambition, and they're going to see this post and think, wow, it looks really good, and I'm going to follow them, right? So they click on follow and they click on like, and you can see their very first day here, they got 136 likes, which is pretty awesome. And then, just kind of going on, they make a couple posts every day. Let's go on a few posts later. Now they got 236 likes. Okay, go on a little bit more. And as I'm going up here, these posts are coming later in the timeline. You can see here 141 likes. And let's go on a little bit further here. 151 likes. So it's kind of stagnant, right? We're up to July 11th here, so it's about a week into it. And they're not getting a huge amount of likes, right? If we go on a little bit further here, we can see now we're up to July 16th, 182 likes. There's not a huge amount of growth, right? It's kind of stagnant, even though they're using a lot of hashtags. And then if we grow up a little bit more here, so let's go to about here, 280 likes. So now they're coming to almost a month on the platform, and they're growing a little bit, but not a huge amount. And the only way that they're growing right now is they are basically using, actually, let me go back here just a little bit. They're using hashtags. Let's just go back down here. Well, they're not using hashtags in this post, but they're basically what they do is they go on to a photographer, Brian DAMC. All these photographers are on Instagram, and they'll just basically take any picture off that Instagram. They'll put a quote over it, and then they'll put an at the username of that particular photographer, right? So they're going to tag them in it, and then that photographer might go and actually share this out to their group or whatever. So that's how they're getting their likes right now. But if you can see right here, they posted something here with Conor McGregor, 628 likes. That's quite a lot. Before that, they had this one here, 557 likes. So they're starting to grow. And then right here at this one, 1,260 likes. So that's a big jump. And then right here, nothing, it's a nice picture, but there's nothing special about this post, guys. 1,300 likes. And what about this one here? 993 likes. So their likes shot up, and it's all because of this post right here. 2,881 likes. Okay, so this is something that works all the time with social media, particularly with Instagram. When something big happens, like a celebrity death, like Chester Bennington, or a major sporting event like the Super Bowl or something like that, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you capitalize on that and that you make content around that particular event, because people will naturally be looking for things to do with Chester Bennington. They're going to be looking for things to do with, sports events and, natural disasters and stuff. Maybe you don't want to make posts about natural disasters if you feel like there's ethical or moral problems with that, that's fine. But that's how you're going to get more likes. Because if you get, like, this is a great picture and you've got, a great quote here. If I see this and I'm a fan of Chester Bennington, I'm going to follow these guys. I'm going to like them. And then now that I've got that many more likes, you can see that all the posts after this, they go way up. So 791 likes is the new regular here. They got 685, 862, 480. That's not too high. 1,000, 827, 611. So it always stays up now, all the way up to today's post. You're getting. Whoa, okay, you're getting 1,400, 808, 718. They're getting a ton of posts all the time, right? So posting about the McGregor Mayweather fight is a great idea, and even these pictures here from celebrities, right? This is not saying that Sylvester Stallone said this quote. It's just posting a picture and then it has the text over the top there. So that's really how you grow your account. It's just about having a consistent style and having some kind of message that speaks to your audience. So they're obviously trying to build up an audience of people who want to be millionaires, who want to be successful, who want to be wealthy, and this is how they're choosing to do that. So what we're going to do is jump back into the presentation, and I'm going to give you a blueprint based on the success that this account has had that you can then go and duplicate yourself with your own Instagram account. So everywhere that you post, content is always going to be king, but that is really more true nowhere else than on Instagram. It is a completely image-based platform. Imagery, colors, photos, this is what the content is that does really well on Instagram, and particularly having a consistent style. Now, what you don't want to do is fall into the trap of just making a copy of the Empire Growth account that I just showed you. Do not just use quotes and motivational stuff, okay? If everybody starts doing that, then it's not going to work anymore for anybody. So you need to think outside the box. So some other ideas would be things like, taking the same idea of having an image, some kind of, nice looking image from a photographer on Instagram, and then post a quick tip over the top of that, or post a link to a free tool or a blog or something, right? Mistakes that you should avoid, stuff like that, right? You want to still take that same idea, image and text, but you need to combine it in a different way and think outside the box. Don't just do quotes and motivational stuff. Don't just do like song lyrics. You really want to try and make this your own. Really try and get some ideas for what kind of content that you can put out. But when you do put it out, like I said, you've got to have a style that is consistent. So use the same fonts all the time. Use the same colors. Use your username on everything. Always have your username right there in the image. And if you don't have Photoshop or you don't have any paid graphic software, there's a link in the resources file so that you can actually go and use a product called Canva, which is totally free. And you can actually go and put an image in and then put some text over the top, and then when you load it into Instagram, you can put on a filter there. So definitely go and check out Canva. It's a great software and it's totally free to use. But make sure that you've got that consistent style, and remember, don't use the same thing that everybody else is going to do, because the people who watch this video and are lazy and just think, oh, I'm just going to use quotes and motivational stuff, their accounts are going to fail. No one's going to follow them, and the people who do follow them will eventually get sick of it because they're all going to see the same thing anyway. So if you think outside the box, you'll make it successful and you'll make it work for you. The best thing you can do is use Instagram to find content ideas. If you can't think of anything right now, and I don't mean think about it for 10 minutes and then give up. Think about it for like an hour, grab a notepad and a pen, brainstorm out some stuff. And if you want to get some ideas, actually go onto Instagram and search for some of your hashtags. So hashtag internet marketing, hashtag weight loss, hashtag whatever it is that you're talking about that you want to get people on your list for, that's what you've got to actually do. Now let's talk about the blueprint here. So here's what you want to do to actually make this successful. The first thing is you got to have regular posts. So you got to post 4 or 5 times every single day. Monday to Sunday, not Monday to Friday. Monday to Sunday, you have to post 4 to 5 times every single day on Instagram. You can't do this once a day. You can't do this, even twice a day. You got to really get into this and do it 4 to 5 times every single day. Even more than that. You can do 6 or 7 times per day. I wouldn't go maybe more than 8. That's probably a bit much. But you definitely want to do it 4 or 5 times every single day. Now, if you come home from work and you post 4 times, is that going to do anything for you? Not really, because you want to make sure that you post at the right times. So the right times are 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. That's when people check Instagram. They wake up in the morning, they're in bed, they pull out their phone, they look at Facebook and Instagram. That's just what we do. So 6 to 8 a.m. you want to be posting in that window. 12 to 2 p.m. when people who work in offices take their lunch break. That's when you want to make sure you're posting then as well. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. when people get home after dinner. That's when they're checking. And 10 to 11 when people are going to bed, they look at Instagram as well. Now, let's say you live in California or you live on the the Pacific time. When you post at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., well, it's already 3 hours ahead on the East Coast, on the Eastern Standard Time. So how do you know which time zone to follow, right? What I say is if you post once in each of these times, so you post at 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m., and 10:30 p.m., right? That's only 4 posts right there. You could do 8 posts in a day, right? Because you could do, or maybe like 6 posts in a day. Maybe 8's probably a bit much, but let's say you did 6 posts in a day. So you post at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. When you're there in the East Coast. Let's say you live in New York. Then a couple hours later, you post again, right? So you're going to post at lunch, maybe a little bit just before lunch, and that way you're going to catch the people who are waking up on the West Coast, right? So you're going to make sure you cover as many time zones as possible. So 4 to 5 posts a day in this window is fine, but just keep in mind there's a whole group of other people out on a different coast or in a different time zone that you're missing out on if you only focus on your time zone. The reason I bring that up is that the algorithm which chooses which posts people say, it's called the Instarhythm, it favors posts with high engagement, all right? So if you post when people are actually using their devices, when they're actually looking at their cell phones, they're going to be more likely to like and comment. The more people like and comment on your posts, the more likely it is to show up for other people in that Explore tab, where people are going to see posts from people that they don't know. So if you post at 2 o'clock in the morning, no one's going to see your post, so therefore no one's going to like or comment. That means you're never going to show up in the Explore tab, right? If you post everything between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., yes, people are going to like and comment, but you're going to be missing out on those other windows during the day. So make sure you post multiple times per day at different times of the day, and that's really going to explode your account. Now, using your hashtags. When you first get started, you want to use about 8 to 10 hashtags for each post. All right, so hashtag affiliate marketing, hashtag internet marketing, hashtag email marketing. Make sure that you use posts that are related to your content. So if you're posting a motivational quote, that is kind of relevant to affiliate marketing and making money online and millionaire mindsets and all that kind of stuff. It's not related to dog training, right? So don't go and post hashtag dog training because, a lot of people follow dog training. Don't do that. That's just stupid. You're going to get yourself banned. So make sure that you only do about 8 to 10. Don't do more than that. It'll allow you to do, I believe, 30 in Instagram. Don't do that many because it just looks like spam. 8 to 10 is a perfectly fine amount to start off with. So if I'm posting about affiliate marketing, I'm going to do hashtag affiliate marketing, hashtag make money online, hashtag internet marketing, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of stuff. And now anyone who goes and uses that hashtag, they're going to see your content. They're much more likely to engage with you, follow you, like you, blah, blah, blah. You also want to use emojis to capture attention. So when you make a post, make sure that you use, not necessarily a smiling emoji, but use like an arrow or a flag or a lightning bolt in the actual caption so that when people are scrolling through their news feed, or their their timelines or whatever it's called on Instagram, I can't actually remember. But when they're scrolling through and they see your picture, that little emoji can really capture their attention if it's like a lightning bolt or a flag, and it might just get their attention long enough to click the like button. So emojis are really, really great for that. Now, the other thing that you'll need to keep in mind is to like, right? Instagram is amazing in the return of likes to followers. It gives you about 6% return. And what that means is if you go and like 100 pieces of content from 100 different people, 6 of those people will actually follow your account back, which is really, really high. On Facebook, there's an average about 1% return of likes to followers. So if you like 100 different people's stuff on Facebook, you're going to get about 1 person who follows you back. So 6 times the return on Instagram. This is why we should be using Instagram for free traffic. The other thing, like I mentioned when I was demoing the Empire Growth case study, you've got to jump on popular events, okay? Things that are going to get support, things that are going to get encouragement, talking about things in the news, celebrity deaths, press launches for the new iPhone, jumping on things like that, sports events. The World Cup is coming up in the summer in 2018. Having content related to that, using imagery related to that, is just going to drive up your likes all the time. So there's always celebrities who are dying. I mean, if you don't like taking advantage of that situation, then fine, don't do it. But when Chester Bennington died, I'm sure Instagram wasn't actually around when Michael Jackson died, but when he did, that would have been an enormous opportunity to get a huge amount of likes. I personally don't like capitalizing on natural disasters, but with hurricanes coming, like Hurricane Irma that just came and Hurricane Harvey, there's a huge opportunity there to make supportive posts, put in links for people to donate money. That stuff gets liked and shared, and it's going to get you follows. So making sure that you don't just cater to just your audience. Make posts about popular events. That's going to get you a ton of followers really quickly. I mean, hundreds of followers in a day in some cases, right? And the other thing is tag other people. So if you take a photograph from another Instagram user's account, make sure you tag them in it, because they're going to go and maybe do the same for you in the future. They're going to go and follow you. If you have something great, maybe they'll post some of your stuff. Anyone who's like a thought leader, so if you're in the internet marketing niche and you see that Amy Porterfield or Mike Filsaime makes a great post, make sure that you at them, you mention them, stuff like that. Any particular brands. So if you're using like Aweber or something like that, you make a post telling people to use Aweber. Make sure you tag Aweber. I don't even know if Aweber has an Instagram account. I'm just using it as an example. But any stuff like that, any software that you use, Market Hero, Campaign Monitor or two that we're going to be talking about, go and actually tag them in it, right? Because you never know. That's going to get you followers. Everything that you do with Instagram, as long as you're putting work in, you're going to get followers back out of it. Okay, so go ahead and do all those things and it will actually get you results. That basically covers everything for Instagram. So go ahead and watch this video again if you need to. Go and actually check out that account on Instagram just to get a look at how their content looks and how they're using it. But this is an amazing way to get people to follow you on Instagram. But whatever you do, don't forget in your description, in the bio of your page, to put a link to your landing page. Otherwise, people aren't going to go and subscribe to your list. So make sure you put in a shortened bit.ly link or something that you can shorten maybe with ClickMagick to actually track how many clicks you're getting and conversions and stuff. And you'll actually see a big spike in how many subscribers you get. But you got to be consistent, right? 4 to 5 posts a day. If you don't see like tons of subscribers coming in your first day or two, don't give up. You got to keep going and going and going. Giving a solid 30 days, you'll see results. So after you've gone ahead and set that up, or if you want to move straight into the next module, we're going to talk about free traffic a little bit deeper with another way that you can actually not spend any money but still get subscribers onto your list. I'll see you in there.